Ooh, man. Love this question actually. So I would say the dynamics was there. We had my stepfather there, but mom's stepfather, me and my sister and younger two brothers initially at the time. Later on in life, my stepfather left, and I never knew my dad really for the most part. Um, in my life, probably when I was like a little bit younger, but for the most part, me growing up, never really knew him. I actually had my daughter, my oldest daughter, at an early age, at the age of 16. So I had
Mm,
my daughter at age 16, and I remember me and my dad was just kind of like rekindling a little bond around that time, and I was already like, becoming like, a teenager going into a man. And so I remember once I realized that I was soon to have a daughter, I reached out to him and I told him like, hey, I know you ain't been there all my life, but I think I need you now. Like help me now. Like I need you. So like and you know it was crazy because it was like that. He came and I literally met my dad. I would say I met my dad literally the day after my daughter was born in the hospital. Like it was
damn.
like a oh like this is him. Like seeing his face like that was like really the first time that I really visually met my dad 16 in the hospital after I had my daughter.
Damn.
So that was probably like that was the childhood to sum it up. But of course, in the middle of all of that, as far as like being in South Sacramento, you have your run-ins and things of that sort. You have your good times, you have your bad times. I always talk about this with a few of my friends, but it's always like I never wanted to like go towards that life of like glorifying any type of negativity. If I did have not if friends that did do that, if anything, I always looked at myself as the beacon of light. And I
Mm,
felt like if they did go down the path of darkness too far, it was because I kind of separated myself a little too much and I didn't keep them on path. So
mm,
there's times that I think about stuff, I don't dwell on it, but there's times I think about stuff when it comes to how things could have played out as far as a better role
mm-hmm,
and a role model I could have been. Because the way how people speak about me now and like how you came into contact with me with like KM Radio,
mm-hmm,
people know KM Radio, but then there's other people that know me from the set and they see the growth from the entire time and it's all
mm-hmm.
inspiration to them. But to me, it's like I'm just waking up every day looking in the mirror like a regular day, and they're
Mm-hmm.
seeing a lot of things that I'm not even recognizing that they see in me, and realizing that it's like not a burden because I don't want to be an idol. I don't want nobody to be a fan. Don't want to be an idol to nobody. Because there's only one idol. There's only one person
Mm-hmm.
supposed to go up to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
don't want that status. So it's really about me staying humble myself and letting everybody knows stay down to earth too, and really not to say spread positivity, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
that's what it is.
it
And
is. You know what I'm saying?
bro, what I'm learning too, just because see, look, so people, you can have a business or a profession, a creative endeavor where you
Yeah,
do it and no one sees it really. It's not
yeah,
on camera, it's not visual. You behind the scenes making moves. People find out eventually. But brother, when we in front of this camera, when we are given our light and our creative energy, when we give it to people, we
yeah.
can't control how they're gonna take it. So
You're
you
right.
got to get comfortable with that. You're putting yourself out there ain't easy at
You're
all
right.
for all regardless of the platform. You rapping, you talking, whatever you're doing, it's not easy to do. But what you got to realize, fuck what anybody say. There's a responsibility to it because you never know who watching. I have people contact
Yeah,
me and it blow me away sometimes. I'm
right.
like, damn, you 12, damn, you white, damn,
Mm-hmm.
you 18. It's a plethora, but this is a part of the journey. Like this is a part of
Yeah,
your mission. You have to embrace that. And you were saying positive energy, bro. I applaud you for being. I grew up in South Sacramento, y'all.
yeah,
We from Sacramento, South Sacramento to be exact. Just like every other city in America, there's
right.
ghetto, there's niggas hustling. It's a lot of shit going on always. And if
Yeah,
you black and you live around it, if you black and you live around it, you're subject to get caught in it, be influenced by it. It just happens. See? So when you avoid
yeah,
it, you can find a way to avoid it. And you saying, I'm seeing my partners go down the wrong road and I see it as I should be stepping up to help them. brother,
Yeah.
that's man shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
Because we see a lot of dudes who end up going too far. Now they can't come back. Now he dead,
Yeah.
or now he got 15 years. He got 17 years. He got 12 years. We know the negative effects of all this shit. So to put
Mhm.
yourself in a position mentally where you want to help our people, I rock with that. Now, something I want to talk to you about
Yeah.
that you
Talk to
just
me, man.
mentioned. You
Talk
said
to
that
me.
you had your first kid at 16. Now, I had
Yes,
my
sir.
first kid at 17, bro. So
Word.
all of our
Dang.
listeners who don't got kids yet, we talking
Yeah.
24, 25-year-old dude, maybe he even 19 with no kids yet.
Yeah.
Talk to him, talk about that experience. Like, how much did that change your life, bro?
Man. It's definitely like it's a man. You can't even say a change. I mean, it's so much more dramatic than a change.
Mm,
It's not just your life you controlling no more, man. It's literally another extension of a creation,
mm-hmm,
and of that another family tree. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? So
mm-hmm,
you can't just think about the change, man. It's a dramatic effect, a
mm,
beautiful effect as well. And so like when it happened, there was a lot of negative things, in regards to like at first like the household structure. You're a young man, you got a young lady pregnant, and it's hard for you to first even come up to your mom and be like, hey mom,
yep,
that's the hardest thing first.
yep,
But once that hurdle gets over, then it's like everything else is kind of like, it's like that was the hardest part, man. Like, I felt the wrath of her, I felt the sadness of her, I felt the joy of her. You feel all of that, so it's like once you see that, once you feel that, it's like you become like kind of like molten, like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of things like kind of like put you in this cocoon,
mm,
and you have to like just strengthen yourself.
mm,
A lot of times you like, you break down in sense, but at the same time it's like, that you're not gonna break down too much that you can't persevere, because that's the one above said, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna put nothing else that's too hard on you.
mm-hmm,
So you gotta listen to that and you just keep persevering. But yeah, man, like growing up in South Sac and like and doing everything in here, like and having a kid at that age, like the whole whirlwind of it all, it's like you losing friends, not just because like other things like in the neighborhood, but because you haven't got time for them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you falling out of friends. You're not able to do some of your passion things because you want to be there.
mm-hmm,
So it's like you're not just a statistic. You're not just a
mm-hmm,
stat. So it's like you're just like, nah, I'm gonna do what I can. Um, Not just do what I can, do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So it's like you stand on that platform, and that was like the biggest platform I can. I remember, always getting questioned how it is, or who is that, or oh, like this. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was like the talk of the town, and I was already doing music and like dancing and doing a lot of stuff. So it was a big deal for a lot of people. So I had to handle it nonchalantly.
I feel you. I feel you
Yeah.
because I remember because bro, I had two girls pregnant at the same time as I was
Mm,
17, about to be 18. And I
yeah.
remember knowing how important because my dad wasn't around, right? So I knew how
Hmm.
important it was for me to be there. Like money and all that is important, but I knew how important it was for my presence to be there. And I
Yeah.
remember as an 18, 19-year-old man, because I'm still moving and grooving. I'm out here messing with chicks, doing all this shit. And
Right.
I feel a little embarrassed sometimes. Like I was telling people I had two kids at 18. It
Hmm.
was difficult, right? And I think that one of
Yeah.
the biggest things is, of course, you can handle it. Like if you put your mind to it, you can handle it, figure out things as you go. But as young people, we need to realize the importance of waiting as long as we can and making
Definitely. Definitely.
sure we got the right woman and all that. That's like my end result, bro. Because I got 5 kids, 3 baby
Got
mamas.
4.
I didn't been
Hmm.
through the shit with these women. And I realized a lot of it was me as a man, like how I'm
Oh man.
maneuvering as a man, how I'm choosing to do things as a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes as dudes, we don't put that shit on ourselves and say, okay, I'm controlling this situation. If I don't do it correctly, they gonna hate me, they gonna be on some child support shit, all that, you know.